Hello everyone, this is Filipino-American Heart Channel and I'm going to share with you what are the things that I'm studying right now about the US citizenship. So since all of those who petition their fiancé in the Philippines or their spouse or everybody who wants to be a citizen in this country, United States, we need to follow everything including the law. So we have a lot of things that we need to study. The questions that I'm going to share with you is that who did the United States fight in World War II? The answer is Japan, Germany, and Italy. Before he was president, Eisenhower, how do you read it? Eisenhower was a general, or Eisenhower. That's how it is. I don't know how to pronounce, but I have to know how to pronounce that. Was a general. What war was he in? See, the answer is World War II. During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? So the answer is communism. Communism, the main concern of the another question. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? I love this. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? Civil rights movement. Okay. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do? Fought for civil war, worked for equality for all Americans. Okay, united we shall overcome. I love it. What major event happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States? I remember this. I was in high school and terrorists attacked the United States. I remember this. I think this is the Twin Tower that was hit by an airplane, I think. I need to study more of that. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. So I remember my husband is a Cherokee. He said he is his grandparents is a Cherokee, I think. I forget. Navajo, Sioux. Sorry if I don't know how to read this. I will just show you. I just don't know how to read all this. Chippewa, just correct me if I'm wrong. Shawks, Chippewa, Choctaw, Pueblo, Apache, Iroquois, Creek, Blackfeet, Seminole, Chirian, Arawak, Shawnee, Mohegan, Huron, Oneida, Lakota, Crow, Teton, Hopi, I think, and Inuit maybe. I need to study all of that. Next is name one of the two longest rivers in the United States. Missouri River and Mississippi River. I remember this. I have a question with this in my board exam in the Philippines. Teacher's board exam in the Philippines. It's the Mississippi River. And I remember I said, oh, that's where I'm going, Mississippi. Next is what ocean is on the west coast of the United States? The answer is Pacific Ocean. Next is what ocean is on the east coast of the United States? Atlantic Ocean. So the first question is what ocean is on the west coast of the United States? So if it's in the west, it's Pacific Ocean. So if it's in the east, so east, west. So if it's in the east, it's the Pacific Ocean. And if it's on the if it's in the east, it's Atlantic Ocean. But if it's in the west, it's Pacific Ocean. Name one U.S. territory. So just one, you can say Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Island, American Samoa, Northern Mariana Islands, and Guam. It's 5 answers in there, so you just tell one. Name one state that borders Canada. Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, Minnesota, North Dakota, Montana, Idaho, Washington, and Alaska. So it's just easy. It's a border in Canada, so you just say New York, Pennsylvania. It's fast. Name one state that borders Mexico. California, New Mexico, Arizona, and Texas. What is the capital of the United States? So Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is where our president lives right now, right? Washington, D.C. Where is the Statue of Liberty? So the Statue of Liberty is in New York Harbor. New York Harbor and Liberty Island. So I have to read it. I have to read the book. Next is why does the flag have 13 stripes? So because there were 13 original colonists, because the stripes represents the original colonists. Oh, I love to learn more about America. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Because there is one star for each state. Because each star represents a state. Because there are 50 stars. So that's why we can see the flag of America, there is 50 stars. So 50 stars represents 50 states. I love that. I learned it. What is the name of the national anthem? The Star Spangled Banner. We really want to learn how to sing the national anthem in America. The Star Spangled Banner. I love it. When do we celebrate Independence Day? So I always remember July 4 because we watch the fireworks at the park. Name 2 national U.S. holidays. So you can say New Year's Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, President's Day, Memorial Day, Independence Day. It's either any of that. Labor Day is easy. Columbus Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving Day, and Christmas. So we have all that. Next is, under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of federal government? So print money, declare war, create an army, make treaties. I have to study that. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states? So one is provide schooling and education, provide protection, provide safety, give a driver's license, which I got it, approve zoning and land use. Next is, who is the governor of the state now? So you have to tell who is the governor of the state now in your state. I don't know yet, so I have to study about it. What is the capital of your state? So I think the capital of Mississippi is Jackson, Mississippi, but I have to search for that. Next is, what are the 2 major political parties in the United States? Democratic and Republican. Oh, so what are the 2 major political parties in the United States? It's Democratic and Republican. So, oh, okay. So that's where you will vote. What is the political party of the president now? So it's Republican. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? So it depends who are the House of Representatives. So I have to research on that first. There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. So one is citizens 18 and older can vote. You don't have to pay to vote. Any citizen can vote. A male citizen of any race can vote. So, can vote. A male citizen of any race. Is the female included? What is one responsibility that is only for the United States of the states? What is one responsibility That is only for United States citizens. Serve on jury, vote in a federal election. So how I wish I can vote. Name one right only for United States citizens. The Bill of Rights. Vote in a federal election, run for federal office. What are two rights of everyone living in the United States? Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom of petition the government, freedom of worship, and the right to bear arms. That's why. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance, the United States and the flag? Next is, what is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? So defend, give up, what is it? Give up, the first one is defend the Constitution and laws of the United States, obey the laws of the United States, serve in the U.S. military if needed, serve the nation if needed, be loyal to the United States. So this question came out to when we apply for U.S. visa. All this question really come out that if it's really needed, if we need to serve the country, we need to. If we need to bear arms to protect this country, we will. That's it. So you need to give up also your nationality if you are from other countries. So that's why, like us, we are Filipinos. So we need to undergo a dual citizenship if we can be a Filipino and also United States citizen or American citizen. Next is how old do citizens have to vote for president? So 18 and older. It's the same. What are two ways that Americans can participate in their democracy? Publicly support or oppose an issue or policy, call senators and representatives, give an elected official your opinion on an issue, join a community group, join a political party or vote, help with the campaign, run for office, join a civic group, and write to a newspaper. When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? So the answer is April 15. When must all men, we should pay tax. So for our government will run, so we should pay tax. We should abide the law. When must all men register for the selective service? At the age of 18, between 18 and 26. Set. What is one reason colonists came to America? First is for freedom, political liberty, religious freedom, economic opportunity, practice their religion, and escape persecution. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? I really love it. I want to learn it. American Indians and Native Americans. Okay, so what group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? So Africans and people from Africa. That's it. Next is why did the colonists fight the British? British. Sorry if I'm not really good in pronunciation, but you can correct it by yourself anyway. Because of high taxation without representation, because the British Army stayed in their house, boarding, quartering, because they didn't have self-government. So Join or Die is a political cartoon created by Benjamin Franklin. Next is, who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson or Jefferson. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4, 1976. There were 13 original states. Name 3. Delaware, Maryland, New York, Connecticut, Virginia, New Jersey, Georgia, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and North Carolina. What happened at the Constitutional Convention? The Constitution was written, The founding fathers wrote the Constitution. When was the Constitution written? It's 1787. The Constitution was written. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. James Madison, Alexander Hamilton, John Jay, and Publius. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? U.S. diplomat, oldest member of the Constitutional Convention, first Postmaster General of the United States, writer of Poor Richard's Almanac, started the first free libraries. Next is, who is the father of the country? George Washington. Oh, I love that. Who was the first president? George Washington. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? The Louisiana Territory or Louisiana? So the United States buy Louisiana from France, okay? Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. It's the War of 1812, Mexican-American War, Civil War, Spanish-American War. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. The Civil War, the war between the states. Name one problem that led to the Civil War. Slavery, economic reasons, and states' rights. What was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did? Free the slaves, Emancipation Proclamation, save or preserve the Union, lead the United States during the Civil War. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Freed slaves in the Confederacy, freed slaves in most southern states, freed slaves in the Confederate state. Next, what did Susan B. Anthony do? Fought for women's rights, fought for Civil War. Name one war fought by the United States in 1900s. World War I, World War II, Korean War, Vietnam War, Persian Gulf War. Who was president during World War I? Woodrow Wilson or Woodrow? Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Franklin Roosevelt or Roosevelt? Next, the House of Representatives has how many voting members? 435. We elect a U.S. representative for how many years? 2 years. Name your U.S. representative. So I don't know this, so I have to ask my husband with that. Who does the U.S. Senator representative? Who does the U.S. Senator represent? All people of the United States. Why do some states have more representatives than other states? Because of the state's population, because they have more people, because some states have more people. We elect a president for how many years? 4 years. In what month do we vote for president? November. Oh, November is coming. Voting time. How I wish I will be a citizen so that I can vote. What is the name of the president of the United States now? So I know it. It's President Donald Trump. What is the name of the vice president? I know he is Mike Pence. Mike Pence. Sorry. Mike Pence. That's the vice president. If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The vice president. If both the president and the vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president? The Speaker of the House. Okay. Who is the commander-in-chief in the military? It's the president. I know that because it's in the Philippines. It's like that. Who signs bills to become laws? The president. Who votes bills? The president. What does the president's cabinet do? Advises the president. What are two cabinet-level positions? Secretary of Agriculture, Secretary of Commerce, Secretary of Defense, Secretary of Education, Secretary of Energy, Secretary of Health and Human Services, Secretary of Homeland Security, Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, Secretary of the Interior, Secretary of Labor, Secretary of State, Secretary of Transportation, Secretary of Treasury, Secretary of Veterans Affairs, and Attorney General and Vice President. What does the judicial branch do? Reviews laws, explains laws, resolves disputes or disagreements, decide if the law goes against the Constitution. What is the highest court in the United States? The Supreme Court. How many justices are on the Supreme Court? So it's 9. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? John Roberts or John G. Roberts Jr. Next question is, what is the supreme law of the land? So it's the Constitution. Next, what does the Constitution do? Sets up the government, define the governments, protect basic rights of Americans. Next, the idea of self-government is in the first 3 words in the Constitution. What are these words? So we, the people. Okay, we, the people. What is an amendment? A change to the Constitution, an addition to the Constitution. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? It's the Bill of Rights. What is one right of freedom from the First Amendment? Freedom of speech, religion, assembly, press, petition the government. How many amendments does the Constitution have? We have 27. What did the Declaration of Independence do? Announced our independence from Great Britain, declared our independence from Great Britain, said that the United States is free from Great Britain. But I have to read the book about this. I need to read the book again and again. What are 2 rights in the Declaration of Independence? The right of liberty, life, pursuit of happiness. What is the freedom of religion? You can practice any religion or not practice a religion. What is the economic system in the United States? Capitalist economy and market economy. What is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. Leaders must obey the law. Government must obey the law. No one is above the law. I love that. No one is above the law. We must follow. Name one branch or part of the government. Legislative, executive, and judicial. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? Checks and balances, separation of power. Who is the charge in the executive branch? The president. Who makes federal laws? Congress, Senate, and House of the Representatives and Legislature. What are the 2 parts of the U.S. Congress? The Senate and the House of Representatives. How many U.S. senators are there? We have 100. Oh, it's a lot. We elect a U.S. senator for how many years? 6 years. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? So this question I need to ask my husband because I don't know. I don't know yet. So, well, anyway, my husband can help me learn all of the law in the United States. And I'm sure my husband also can help me learn everything about in here. And I have to read also the book that the USCIS sent me, so I have to read that. I mean, I have to read all of those things before I will undergo the interview. Okay, so I hope this helped also to you. If you have questions, just comment down below, and I'm going to tell you also what are those things that I have learned. So based on what I have studied on the book, I can. So I have also here a CD that I need to study. So that's all. That's the 100 questions that I need to study for now. So thank you everyone for watching. So I'm just sharing what are those questions that I must study. I need to study all of that, especially the law, especially the rights that we have, and especially all of those things that we needed to learn, especially we are here in the US. So I know other people who wants to be a citizen also in this country, especially we are from other country and we want to obey the law. So one thing with that is we want to be a citizen to vote, because to vote is our right, so that we can put someone who is right, who is in the who is right to stand for all the people. So that's it. So I hope during my interview I can pass. And I will just tell you, yay, I got it. I got it. I can vote. I can vote. That's it. Thank you and bye-bye everyone. Just comment down below if you have questions. Bye-bye.